I want to graph this quadratic function here. Okay, there's a number of different ways you can graph it in different pieces of information. Okay, so let's get the equation of the axis of symmetry. So axis of symmetry equals negative b on 2a. Therefore b is 6, so it's negative 6 over 2 times a, which is 2. So negative 6 on 4, which is negative 3 on 2. So the equation of the axis of symmetry is x equals negative 3 on 2. Next, I can get the coordinates of the vertex. That's going to be the x coordinate of the vertex. To get the y coordinate of the vertex, I need to basically sub in x. I need to sub this into the original equation. So instead of y equals 2x squared, it's going to be y equals 2 times negative 3 on 2 squared plus 6 times negative 3 on 2. Take 3, so square the top, square the bottom, so it's 2 times 9 over 4. 6 times negative 3 is negative 18, so negative 18 on 2, take 3. So that would be equal to 18 on 4, take 9, take 3. Okay, so 18 on 4, take 12. What's 12 written with the denominator of 4? That's going to be negative 48 on 4. So 18 take 48 is negative 30 on 4. Okay, let's simplify it. It's negative 15 on 2, okay, which is negative 7.5. Therefore, the coordinates of the vertex, and I know it's actually a minimum, don't I? Because this is positive, this graph is going to look like this. So we have a minimum at negative 3 on 2, negative 7.5. Okay, so that's the coordinates of the vertex, the minimum. Next thing I could get would be the y-intercept. Okay, how do I get the y-intercept? I make x equal to 0 basically in the equation. So it's going to be y equals 2, 0 squared plus 6 times 0, take 3. You can see that's going to give me negative 3. So the y-intercept is y equals negative 3. I'll put that's y-intercept. Okay. Alright, so I've got the y-intercept, I've got the coordinates of the vertex. Let's get the x-intercept. How do I get the x-intercept? Well, I make the function, I make y 0. So 2x squared plus 6 minus 3, I make that equal to 0. Okay. I'm going to have to think with this one, we're going to have to use the quadratic formula to get its intercept, so to get its solution. So quadratic formula says negative b, which is negative 6, plus or minus root b squared, minus 4 over, take minus 4 times a times c. And that's all over 2a, isn't it? 2 times 2. Okay, so therefore that would be negative 6 plus or minus root 36 plus 24 over 4. That equals minus 6 plus or minus, so 50 root 60 on 4. Okay, and this gives me answers. If I get on my calculator, I worked this out before, so I can tell you the answer would be x equals negative 3.44 or x equals negative 0.44. So these are the x-intercepts. Okay. Alright, so I have got, think about it, I've got the x-intercept, alright, that's the x-intercept. I got the y-intercept, which was y equals negative 3. I got the minimum, which was at negative 3 on 2, negative 7.5, okay? And the axis of symmetry was at x, I should have a bracket there, x equals negative 3 on 2. If I have all this information, it's pretty easy to draw a quick sketch. So, oh God, I cannot draw a straight line to save me. Right, let's say there's x and y axis, okay? The minimum's at negative 1.5, okay, negative 7.5, let's say that was down there. Alright, the y-intercept is at negative 3, let's call that negative 3 there. The x-intercepts are at negative 3.44 and negative 0.44. Okay, so, actually, sorry, the y, that should have been 0.44 up there, not negative 0.4. So 0.4 there, and so I get something like this, okay, where that's negative 3.44, that's 0.44, this is negative 3 over 2, negative 7.5, okay, that's the axis of symmetry, which would have been at x equals negative 3 over 2, okay, so these are the bits of information you need to do a rough sketch of this graph.